So hello and welcome to this episode. I have to do this very quickly because I'm running out of time. The tide is coming in and I have to get across this causeway before I can't. This causeway is already gone and so I'm left with this one over here. So up my head you go. We'll have to jump over a waterfall or something. I was going for that one, but apparently I was denied. So we'll have to get a move on. Hopefully I don't break my neck in the process. I think it'll be alright. Nice ride. So the deal is, once I get out here, I'm not getting off here until the tide drops tonight. So if I don't get on now, I'm not going to get any fishing done, or at least not very much anyway, because we passed the point of 24 hours of daylight. Now it's just like standard everywhere else, except a little bit longer than ye lot down below. Bit of rock hopping, good for the body and the mind. So here we go. That is my objective over there. We can catch up when we get out there, okay? Nice. So here I am, out in the headland, right? I'll give you a quick rotation so you can see what it's like right here, right now. Which is a very beautiful part of Norway. And this is possibly, it's not the first time I've ever fished in the open sea, but it'd be one of a handful of times, maybe twice or three times. Normally it's because of the swell that you can't actually do it, and the weather and everything else. But today I am blessed. Look at this. Yes, and I can get in here and fish. And I'm going to be using soft plastics, and I'm going to be using slow jigs and fast jigs. So I'm going to walk you through just the reels and the rods first of all. So the lighter of the two is the Abu salty style, 30 to 100 grams. And I got a 5,000 size reel, fast retrieve, 30-pound mainline and 40-pound leader, right? This is a reel that I put together myself. It's just a cheap reel. I changed the insides of it, right? So the next rod, the heavier of the two, is the Sniper XT, 50 to 120 grams. Lure killer, 6,000, 35-pound mainline and 80-pound leader on that one. So somebody asked me, why are the leaders so heavy? Because they need to be, okay? It's as simple as that. If you come to Norway, you can try and fish the same poundage as the mainline as a rubbing leader if you like, but if you fish the way I do, it is not going to end well for you. I'll put it that way. So we'll get down onto the mark. I've got one here, right, and one there, right, and that's the only two places that are fishable on this head here. The rest of the water around me is too shallow. I can cast into 30 meters of water from here. The margins are a nightmare. So the heavy rods and the high-speed retrieves are absolutely 100% necessary. I'll try to keep the lure weight down as much as I can so it doesn't swim into the snags all the time on me on the way in. And we'll see what we can get out of here. The targets are going to be cod and pollock, and possibly, if there is some around at this time of the year, there might be a good cold fish out here. I mean, a good one, right? My best is 10 something, right? And that's a hell of a fish. But most shore anglers, or even boat anglers for that matter, everybody wants that 10 kilo collie. Simple as that. They're supposed to be insane. That's what it's about today. If we get down here, we start fishing. And in fact, I can see the swell kind of building, so we'll see how long this lasts. And I'm out here until the tide drops either way. So, because I can't get off again now. Right, so I'm stuck here, I have to fish, right, that's it. So up my head you go, yeah! It was almost 30 degrees today. And far too hot for me anyway. So where are we here? Right here, I think. You see, there is just two hollows where the hollows are. There's one there that you can't see, and there's one right here where you can see, right? And this is what I'm working with. I've got every type of gaff with me known to mankind, except the ones that I didn't bring, right? I would prefer to be in here starting at low tide and fishing up, but then I can't get off tonight. I'd have to wait till tomorrow morning or something, so I'm going to fish it this way around. Let's see how we get on. There's plenty of water, there's going to be plenty of fish, I know it, absolutely know it. Can you imagine what it's like here in a storm, man? Woo! Right, maybe I should explain where I am, roughly. So I am somewhere between Narvik and Bodø, out by the sea. And it took quite a bit of effort to get to where I am right now. And hopefully I get some fish. Because of course there's fish there, there just is. The fishing in the fjords has been horrible lately. Just small little dinky fish. I put down baits just because like, you can always catch a fish here on a bait. Nothing. I think it's the first time in my life here in Norway, up in the Arctic anyway, where I fished for an entire night and blanked. Not a fish, nothing. Normally I would include just small fish as a blank, but no fish. No fish, right? None, not even a bite. The bait sat there motionless. The rod tips didn't budge, not pubic hair, not a bit. So we're gonna jig in and see if we get a fish up. Is it first cast fish? Let's see. So I brought me super long gaff with me, so I don't have to do anything incredibly stupid. Oh yeah, 80 gram jig, right? Twin assists. So we get a cast in to 20 meters, 30 meters of water. See if we get a fish. I'm saying it's first cast fish. Right into the sun, lovely job. Who put that there? We let it rock and roll down. I hope it's sand out there. I know it's not in around the margins anyway. Oh dear, that was okay. That was surprisingly shallow. It is an 80 gram jig though. So I'm not going to get very many drops here at all. Yep. I better get up higher. Into this dirt already. So no first cast fish. Well, not yet anyway. You have to be so careful with the swells, man. Now my sketchy alert's going. Just keep an eye on the swell. It'll be grand. Right, let that one roll down. So that one went out into much better water. Hopefully we get a fish this time. There we go. Ah, something had to go with it anyway. There we go. Oh, that's the weed. Wind. Oh, right. Second cast fish. I thought that was weed. It turns out it was a little collie. Skull dragged. Yes. How did you get that hook in your face, mate? There you go. The water's not very deep, so it'll be grand. Now you got stinky collie gloves. Thank you very much. The size of that guy. I hope that's not the only fish I catch. I can smell my gloves from here. Right. They smell worse than whiting. Right, they do. The small ones do anyway. They just stink. It's the big guys I want. Those little guys are just stinky and horrible. So we'll try one more time. Okay, this time we're going to get something better. I can feel it. There we go. Yep. Yeah, this is a good fish. Oh, it's a big guy. Ice and rock. Why do I do this to myself? Oh, no. Come on out. Yeah, we got him. It turns out to be a little tiny codfish. I'm going to scream. Here he comes. What is it? What have we got? Nice cod, yes. Woo. He's a nice guy. Oh yeah. Give him 5 anyway. I'm gonna keep this guy. Yes. Right, I get to look at him. He's not bad, but anyway, nice bit of food for me anyway. Let's check him out, see if he's diseased or what. Something's had a go at him at one time, but it looks like it's not diseased anyway. Somebody had a go at him. So a nice fish to start with anyway. Oh, I'm going to ikejime this fish. This is both a venting tool and an ikejime wire and a spike all in one. If you'd like to see how I do that, it's for both round fish and flat fish. I'll link that video in the description. The fishing was absolutely horrible in the fjords, and the only thing I had left open to me was to head out to the sea. Unfortunately, with this high pressure, it allowed me to get out here and fish the open water. It is indeed a treat, right? It's not something you get to do very often, and I am really stoked. So we get another jig in, and the water's not mad deep, so the fish will go back. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see if we get something on the soft plastic. It doesn't have a great deal of time in the water, so I'm into the weed already. Oh, did I just get cut off? I think I did. Okay. So there's another demonstration for my guy who was saying about the leaders, right? There you go. That's 80 pound, right? And whatever, just snip that jig right off, right? So we just get something retied onto that again. I'm gonna go with another slow jig. So whoever that was that commented about the leaders, am I going too heavy? There's your answer. No, I'm not going too heavy. So that's the way it goes. Did we talk about the jig? Yeah, 100 gram jig. So we get this jig in the water. We'll see if it catches me yet another fishy. So the soft plastic thing didn't work out, right? But I've got loads of metal jigs with me. And besides the point, I think they're better suited for this ground anyway, because they cast further and they climb through the water column more quickly when I need to crank them in. Whereas the soft plastics, they dawdle around and they come up at a very peculiar angle. The flat nature of these jigs is kind of like a lead lift. As soon as you crank on them, they shoot up, right? 100 gram jig. Nice. There's a fish on it already. Yep. Right, we got him. Yes. Going Coley. Oh. Yeah, Coley. Maybe a mackerel. Please be a mackerel. Please be a mackerel. It's a mackerel. It's a good mackerel, isn't it? It's a beast of a mackerel. Oh yes it is. Look at that guy. Oh yeah. Well, he'll be bait or he'll be food, I don't know. Either way, he's coming with me. Nice. Get you a look at him. There he is there, look. Little under a pound, I'd say. Fantastic eating. A lot of the Norwegians don't like the big guys, but they taste the best. They're all deluded, you know that? Eating them little stinky guys. Give it up. Haha, so nice mackerel. I like my mackerel fishing. You get some real beasts up here. When I catch mackerel up here, that's the kind of size we're talking. Starting size, right? They get much bigger. Much bigger. They are delicious. If you want a good flatfish bait, those big guys there, their bellies, their mackerel bellies, you get 6, 7, 8 baits out of the belly of one fish, and they just go mental for it. That's actually incidentally what I caught that sole on at the beginning of the season. So we got another jig in. About bloody time. I knew if I came here I'd catch fish. Glad I put the effort in. So both rods have been retied. 80 gram jig on the heavier rod, and I've gone for a 60 gram jig on the lighter of the two. If they're there, I'll get them. Yeah. Right, down it goes. Right, let's see if we get a fishy. Nothing there. That's weird. Oh, that's why it's onto a fish. That's a nice fish too. I think it's a big mackerel swimming right at me. Nice. Ah. Could be a collie, I suppose, as well, but I'm going mackerel because they're around. I was wondering where they were. They're so rare sometimes up here. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, there's a bloody tuna, man. What have we got? Oh, it's a big collie. Is it? That's a pollock. Alright. Ah, we let him go. That's nice pollock. £3, something like that. He's really going. Right. There he is. 2.5. 2.5. Not 3. There you go. Woo! Ta-ta, buddy. I'm actually surprised he didn't turn up earlier. Looks very pollocky, this ground. He was racing around, so I was convinced it was a mackerel. It actually felt like a mackerel. I don't know if I explained this too clearly, right? Right here in front of me, there's like a channel, right? That allows me, if I catch a big fish, to get it in close without it getting hung up as much. If I try that over here, I'm just not going to get any fish back and I'm going to lose the jigs. So I lose fish and jigs. And the only place it's possible here is right here. And if I didn't have that heavy rod, there's no way in hell I would have got that caught in. And one place around the corner, right? But for now, I'm fishing here because it's not necessary for me to move around there. And I really don't think the fishing is going to change that much. Maybe I'll give that a shot on another video. So nice codling, a nice mackerel, and a nice pollock. Can't say better than that. Okay, 80-gram jig. Out it goes. Down it goes. Right. That's so weird. What's going on with this now? Ah, that's weird. If a fish got it that's running towards me, maybe. Nope. What's going on here? Ah, yes, there's a fish on it. There we go. Nice fish too. Fast fish. It's going to be a big mackerel. Come on now, big mackerel. Yeah, a big mackerel. Ah. Woo. Come here, you. Oh, it's a beast. 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 Yeah, look at that one. Nice. Nice. 2 now. Bait and dinner. Get a look at him. There he is there. That one, he could be actually a pound. Maybe. Nice mackerel. I ain't gonna enjoy him. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's just a mackerel. I think we take them for granted, I reckon. Fish like that aren't seen so much anymore. Not in Ireland anyway, not from the shore anyway. And I celebrate the mackerel whenever I can catch them. Both for the fact that they're good to eat, raw, cooked, and also one of the best baits going. Right, so I'm gonna get this guy Ikaji made and we'll get on with the fishing. Yoo! So, this is the last cast, come what may. Right. Might be a really tiny fish on it. It's acting very strange. The jig's not sinking and I can feel a little jiggling on it. So, I think there might be a small fish on it. Yep. Well, there's a bigger fish on it now. It swapped over from small to big. I don't know what this is, maybe another pollock or a nice mackerel. Anyways, last cast fish, whatever it is. I was saying pollock, right? Because he's really pulling. I wanted to be a mackerel, but we go with pollock. It's a mackerel, it's a mackerel, it's a mackerel, it's a mackerel. It's another mackerel. Last cast mackerel, yeah! Nice. And I'll get you a look at them. Last cast fishy. So there's the last cast mackerel. Not as good as the rest of them, but it'll make a great bait anyway, that's for sure. So that's it for me. I hope you liked it. I'm Billy. This is Billy Fishing in the Open Sea. Wherever you are in the world, remember, I'll see you on the beach. Bye.